What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of the Weaponographist. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we pant on the ground and look like we've been stabbed. Still, our last couple runs have not gone so well. Old Doug has really sort of just gone through the ringer lately, and unfortunately, we're going to have to figure out a way to deal with that. Let's go talk to some of these guys and see what sort of upgrades we can wrangle out of this whole thing. Lose less combo on injury. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Considering how much I get hit, that might be a good idea. Those black eyes are starting to get expensive. Health drops more often, more health capacity, slower combo meter, obviously, longer blinky technology. I don't know if that's going to be that helpful. You've actually met the old witch outside of town? She sure never shows her face around here. She's probably a townie, man. She's probably not even from here. Like, half the people represent just being like, hey, you want to go help my town? I'm like, no, I don't even know you. You're probably not even from here. People faking. People faking. Let's go with... These are all upgraded perfectly fine on level 2. Those are all at level... Wait, those are... Is that the level that I find them? That's not the level that I find them on. That's the level that I've leveled them up to, but I don't remember putting those all up to level 5. I must have, though. Okay, well, take those up, I suppose. I don't know if it matches then. Like, how does that work? I thought that we had to start everything from level 1 once we got them, but it's interesting. It also looks like it didn't unlock, you know the magic spell that we got in the previous episode that came from the octopus with the laser gun? It didn't unlock that either, weirdly enough. I don't see the fire ring enough to really think that it's worth it. What does this guy have? We haven't been playing around with runes much, and I think making our treasure chest better might be a good idea. We got an extra combo meter. Rune causes every kill to generate double meter. My meter is usually pretty high. Infinite weapon use rune seems to be pretty awesome, although that's also limited in use. Let's go after... I think I'm going to go for permanent upgrades first. Let's go after some permanent upgrades. I'm going to go with... Well, let's save it, actually. So if I go from the beginning here, what is this going to do for me? So I can go to depth 2 for free. Okay, so it looks like we can actually go straight to depth 3 for free, too. We can just jump in wherever the hell we want to. Stop trying to yo all over my face, man. I'm not down with that. Go ahead and deal some damage in here. Yeah, I saw a way at your wooden body. I like how the wood trees, well, all trees are wood, but anyways, unless they're petrified, but still, nonetheless, I like how the trees have little sort of just like saggy butt cheeks. Hey, I'm very self-conscious about my saggy butt cheeks. I've been going to the gym a lot lately, and I really don't appreciate you bringing it up in conversation. Like, seriously, what kind of polite conversation is that to have, bringing up somebody's saggy butt cheeks in the middle? It's not nice, man. It's not nice. Let's get that combo meter up, shall we? I think I'm going to grab this over here, and can I outrun? I can't outrun them, so I might as well get started now just shooting all over the place. There we go. That's the best way to make yourself welcome in somebody else's home. Arrive and just shoot all over the place. Grab that right there, and while we're fighting with these little bastards, he hit me? Really? I just got beat by a child. It's like that episode of The Office where Andy gets punched in the face by a 6-year-old girl. He tries to say that he defended Pam from a gang. Oh, man, what a great episode. What a fantastic episode. That's one of those episodes where you could really tell that they were trying to channel Michael Scott through Andy. Like, they picked the best character to be the new Michael. I love it. I love it so much. There was a gang. There was many of them. They were armed. I stepped in. Roadhouse style. Grab that right there. Our combo meter's looking pretty solid right now. Get this thing all lined up. It looks like when they're actually along the edge of the map, though, it's very, very difficult for me to strike them. I'm going to grab this one so that... No, not you, Yo-Yo. You're terrible. And I don't like using you because you get stuck outwards, and it's odd. Alright, so this is going to be one of those runs that we do purely for monetary benefit. I just destroyed that. Those pine cones must have amazing structural integrity because I just wiped out a huge statue with a pine cone. I don't know. It seems that way to me. I should probably focus on leveling up some of this DPS type related stuff too. It seems to me like we're really not hitting hard enough, even though it might be due to levels, but I feel like we're a little bit behind the DPS curve, and so that might be where we're losing a little bit of our time too with the combo meters and all that other fun stuff. I mean, I say all that other fun stuff, but pretty much the combo meter is like the main mechanic in this game. A little bit more XP right there. I'm going to swap out the sword before it's too late and I need it. Continue stabbing away. Why that guy's not actually attacking me back, I don't know. Need to be a little bit more aggressive like they were during the dinosaur fight because they were hella aggressive during that one. They were all in there. I think maybe it's also because I cancel out their attacks, but during the dino attack, it seemed like their attacks weren't getting canceled. I don't know what else to say about it. It was odd. No treasure chest just yet. We're also not getting much goop out of these guys, so unfortunately we need enemies that have a bit more fluidity. More enemies that are more juice-filled. Have you guys seen the gore from the new Medal of... Was it... God, what did I see? I think it was the new Call of Duty, maybe? I don't know. I was up on Reddit, and one of the new games, I think it was the new Call of Duty. Have you seen the gore, anyways, from Black Ops 3? It's intense. Like, it's actually a lot of gore. It's a considerable amount. I saw a guy getting hit. It might have been, I don't think it was Medal of Honor. I'm pretty sure it was Call of Duty. I should pay attention better when I read these articles, especially when I'm going to jump out here and then I'm going to do an episode right after and talk about it like it's a current event. But yeah, man, the gore is like off the chain in that game. Somebody gets hit with like, it's like the bow from Rambo where he's got like a grenade on the end of an arrow and somebody gets hit by it. It just like jibs him all over the place. It was just like, oh man, that was brutal. That was brutal right there. It looks like a butcher shop's back room. God damn, man. Ow! Is that painful when you pull your horn off like that, or is it just like a thing that you do? So you got to time that right. I think that's what's getting me, is he catches it and he instantly throws once it lands again, and so you got to stay on top of that. Wow, that's actually doing a lot of damage this time around. Unfortunately, he's got defilade, which is unfortunate. It does not make me happy. This little guy over here is going to blow up the moment that he gets at me, but I am going to pick up his magic spell because it's useful. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but you got to double tap it. If you're not aware how it works, essentially you put on the barrel, and while you're running around, so these guys catch and throw instantly. They got like a catch and release policy. I'm still getting hit by it. I'm aware of all the mechanics, and I'm still getting nailed. Unfortunate, for I am not a wooden object that requires carpentry. Get rid of all you little turds right now. I love the word turds. It's always been like one of my favorite words my entire life. I don't know why it makes me laugh, but anytime somebody says the word turd unexpectedly, it makes me laugh every single time. It might be a mark of like just immaturity. It may also be something about the word itself. It's just such an absurd word, turd. I don't know. But bird is not an absurd word like turd, so I'm not really, I don't know what to do with it. See, this, oh my god. That's a hell of an accessory right there, and your battle cry made me nervous too. It takes a little bit of ingenuity to come up with all the weapons in this game. Like, they had to sit around and actually think about the ways that these would work. There was no way I was getting past her. She had me locked down in a corner. I was done for. Come on. Oh, the boomerang came back and saved me. So does that just, it just works? It does what it do? I don't like that weapon very much because I don't get to swing it. Yeah, that's not activatable in a way that I find to be... I think that, oh my god, this is concerning. We need to, like, get on top of this, though. I can't be taking any more damage right now. I should also probably deal with this lady right here. Just make sure, can I take off her head and use it as a weapon? Because it looked like for a second her head fell off and was severed. And so if there's a severance package here, I would like it to include explosives and maybe that little death ray thing that she does. There we go. Did that actually do anything, though? God, I hate this weapon. This weapon is really, really awful. Like, I guess it's more about the movement timing than anything else, but we're at level 8 right now? Really? That's pretty impressive. Unfortunately, the windup is so long on it that you've either got to time where the enemy's going to be before the hit goes through. So I guess the thing that throws me off about this weapon is it's less about using your right hand for the timing. It's more about using your left hand for the timing, I suppose. And so there's the little combo booster right there. Given how slow the weapon is, I would hope that it would have some kind of... Actually, I think I want the fire ring right now. It provides me with a little bit more protection than anything else that I have going on. I feel more comfortable with it. I feel more comfortable with it. I rented a PT Cruiser one time while we're on the subject. That was the most uncomfortable car I've ever ridden in. It was one of the original PTs, though, so it might be different now. This was back when the PTs first released. I ended up renting one. I'm going to stab this lady real fast because I would love for her head to be an object that I can use as a weapon. Doesn't look like they're going to give me the satisfaction, though. That's okay, though. The game's job is not to give me satisfaction right now. Did they only throw out one horn at a time? Is that how we know what's going on? At least I've got the timing and, like, how the whole mechanic works down. So that's good. Ow! Still haven't mastered the little spear guys, though. Get rid of you so that there's less objects flying around. No. I can stay safe here with you and your little puff tail. I would use that to all my advantage with the ladies. I'd be like, hey ladies, have you seen my adorable puff tail? I may be a satyr, but my tail is look at that thing. Look at it wiggle. Isn't it adorable? And thereby you would be tricking them into looking at your rumpus. And be like, aha! You have looked at my rumpus. Therefore, by the rights of dating, we are now together. Isn't that how it works? That's how I deploy it. Unfortunate. That might be why I get so many angry letters from the state. That could be why I'm due at the courthouse. I don't know. Grab that right there, up and over the top. I think that adorable tails, though, would factor into their decision-making heavily. It might work out for you. I don't know. I might be breezing over this one right here. At least we can throw two, so that's pretty cool. We are a superior satyr to the satyrs that think they are superior over on this side. Looks like we got a broom. Oh, never mind. That's the little staff thing. I was like, we got a broomstick. Hooray! Anybody want to use a broom? I'll grab the spear, and I've already got one of those, so I don't need the other one. Let's jump on into the next room. It looks like we got some of the little yo-yo guys down here. Not a big deal. We can handle them no problem. I really dislike these because they require timing and they require dexterity. Both things that I lack, especially under duress. There it is. Oh, her head is an object. Is it a magic spell? So what does it do? Oh, that's... what? No, turn it off. Turn it off. So you got to sit there for the duration. That's the okay. So there's kind of like a little thing you don't know about when you deploy that object. You got to sit there for the duration. I pressed the left shoulder button and it didn't like undo it. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Let me get up in there and get rid of you real fast. I could use a health pickup greatly right now. It would make me happy. It would bring a smile to my face. Oh my god, there is like a perfect distance you have to maintain in order for this strategy to work. And it's working, but oh my god. When you gotta go around them on the top right there, though, that's like the unnerving part. I don't even know what, nope, that's it right there, right into the middle. They got me trapped on both sides. There was no way to get around that, unfortunately. I could have gone to the right, but that was about it. Unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. So we got new upgrades, so hopefully we'll see something coming along. I hate that little weapon right there, it's the worst. I don't like the enemy using it, and I especially don't like me using it. Oh my. Do you have cheese with tentacles coming? What's the market for cheese with tentacles coming out of it? You're back. Oh man, I missed you so much. Want to know what I've been up to? Absolutely not, but I assume it has something to do with hair gel, because how do you get that perfect little spike? It looks like Jack Skellington's hill that he walks on while he's singing. How do you get that going right there? I want weapon durability to go up, but I think we should probably upgrade. I think that's where we're lacking right now. Since morning stars seem to be important, let's take everything up to 7. I'm going to max out all the weapons right now. Swords seem to come up pretty frequently, as do spears and things like that. It looks like I've actually been neglecting some of the lower level stuff. I don't know if we should do a full run right now just to unlock stuff. Let's just go straight to depth 3. I think we can bang our heads against it a little bit longer. I'm fine with struggling. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. There's a pine cone. Grab this little guy. Try not to get yowed on right now, because I got yowed on one time. Like, I know how to walk the dog, and I know how to do some basic yo-yo tricks, you know what I mean, because I had like that phase of my life. Every person has like that phase of their life where they either get into unicycles or they get into yo-yos. Like, everybody does it. And if it's not that, it's Magic the Gathering. That's the fallback right there. If you don't get into either of those, it's Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh or something. And so everybody has like that niche thing they get into for a little while. And for me, it was absolutely yo-yoing. And so I knew like some tricks, but every now and again some dude would come along, he would just flex on you hella hard, and you get out yo'd, and you'd be like, wow, my pride is actually really hurt right now, because I feel like I spent a superior amount of time learning this, and I deserve to win this. Unfortunately, life is not based on what you deserve. Life is based on basically your skill level in the various skills that you are currently employing. So unfortunately, I would get used to that one sooner rather than later, my dear young friends. However, getting yowed on is not fun. It's kind of like getting served, where they're like, you just got served. And I'm like, I always get served, man. I have the dance skills of just like, I was going to say something really offensive right there, so I had to block it off. Like, I thought about it in my head what I was going to say, and I was like, nah, that's going to cross a line. It was funny, but it was only funny like in a group of friends that you know. But anyways, I have no dance skills. That's what I'm going to end on right now. I'm not going to say that I have 2 left feet, but I'm not even sure that I have 1 left foot. It's kind of like a hobbling wobble. Like, I get in there. No, I know how to like 2-step and like V-step and some other stuff. Like, I know the basic club moves just in case. You know, because you never know when you're going to have to dance. That's the secret to life right there, is like, when you're going to have to dance next. I bet you can't tell me, but I bet in the next couple of years you end up at a wedding, and then there's going to be like the dance portion, and you're going to be all embarrassed because you don't know how to dance. And so I sat down. I learned how to dance. I got my 2-step on. I did what Hitch does. You sit down there and you learn how to dance real fast. It's important. Like the basic steps. 2-step, V-step, maybe a little bit of a slide. That's all you really need to know, though. That's all you need to know. Maybe like a little box step in there somewhere. Honestly, the only ones that I use, I 2-step it, and then I V-step in between a little bit. Then you work in the upper body slightly, and then you V-step it, you go back. If you vary it up properly, nobody will ever even notice. And you'll be like, yeah, I've been using the same dance moves this entire time, and everybody just thinks I'm all skillful. I see you all looking. I see you all looking. You enjoy what you see, don't you? That's what I thought. So we're at level 2 now, finally. It would probably behoove me, and I'm not doing that as a satyr pun, it just kind of happened. Anyways, it would probably behoove me to keep myself out of the way of any damaging implements, just to make sure that table is like in perfectly the wrong spot to keep me from bludgeoning this child. Hopefully my neighbors aren't outside listening right now. They're like, wait, bludgeoning what child? Wait, what? Behind the table? That child is hiding behind the table, terrified of you. You let him walk away right now, you abuser. I'm like, no, it's not like that. He's an evil vampiric child from satanic hell, and I'm trying to bludgeon him with a satyr's horn. And see, it makes... Are you going to drop your head? You're going to tempt me into using that super awesome ability again. Because I want to. If you'll let me, I'll do it again. That ability covered the entire screen with animation, and that makes me really, really happy. I'm a fan of the Goku-like effects that blow up the entire screen. I've always wanted to be Goku. I don't know if I ever will be Goku, but I would love to be Goku. I don't know if, like, the opening for Goku as an employment avenue is out there anymore. But I'd like to do it, and I'm talking about, like, real-life Goku. Forget the show. I want to be real Goku. I want to be like the guy that saves the planet with a giant awesome spirit bomb. It would make me happy. It would please me in large quantities. I don't know how you quantify pleasing, but you know what? I would try. You need to stop stabbing me out from behind the cover of your cheaty little bullshit satyr horns. Get out of here. He's like hiding perfectly behind him because they move so slowly. I don't know if he still has his horn, but I'm not going to risk it. There it is. Go around this way now that you've all thrown your horn off in an opposite direction. Go straight through the center right there. I'm doing my best to get more skillful, and I'm trying to observe, but I don't know if I'm getting better. You'll have to tell me. I don't know. The little spear guys still get me like every single time, though. Every single time. The horn doesn't dissipate either. Little bastard. I almost swore right there. I almost lost it. Those little guys, they're swear-worthy. They're swear-worthy. We'll grab that. I do like the whip. I do like the whip, but I think I'm going to stick with the spear. Should have gone with the whip. It would have given me more reach on these guys. Or these ladies or whatever the hell they are. I think I see boobage in there somewhere, so I think they're ladies. Mean ladies that like to flail on me. And unfortunately, we got a bad combination of weapons right here. We have nothing like long range that we can use to get at them once they start to respawn. We got one of the little barrel dudes over here. Got to keep him from getting too rowdy. He didn't drop any of his parts. So luckily, it looks like we're getting mostly sword guys right here. That was what I was concerned about, is with these, you got to kind of like dash in and attack before the flail comes around the second time. Like, you do have an opening right there, so long as you can stay out of the way. Like, the momentum of the swing is such that it does leave them with a big open gap, which is what I dislike about the weapon. Still, you've got to work around that swing. It's unfortunate. I think an interesting implement in keeping them away from us would be the fire ring, so I'm going to try that out for right now, see if it goes any better. We'll stab that little bastard right there, because he doesn't have anything left. All he has is a barrel shirt. There had to be that guy, like, I know that's such a stereotype of, like, hobos, but there had to be that guy at some point who just had nothing. All he had was a barrel, and so he wore a barrel as clothes. Like, who was that first guy? I really feel like he deserves a Wikipedia entry. Somebody should go and just write one for him. He had nothing in life. Let's just give him a Wikipedia entry so that he can be known as the first guy that wore a barrel as clothing. What the hell is this? Speedsters? What does that mean? Does it just mean the enemies are faster? I think it means that they're faster. It looks like they're a little bit quicker. They're meandering. They're sauntering at a rate that seems to be a little bit more aggressive. Extra health right there. Stay out of the way of those. Dance on in and go for the kill on both of those, but not on you. Gotcha. Okay, so she's down. Oh my god. Somebody broke a chandelier in here. See, that's what happened. Somebody listened to too much Sia up in here. From the sand and the heat. I like that song. When that song goes on, like, anywhere, even at the supermarket, I get hyped. I'll be all up in the supermarket just acting a fool when that song comes on. I'll be all up on, there's like these poles in the supermarket that I go to. I'm up on the side of the pole just holding like a thing of guacamole, just like, I get excited about it. I get really excited about it. You can ask anybody that knows me. When that song comes on, it gets hyped. It gets so crazy. We go off. It gets hyphy. Let's get up in here. It goes off. This is not the weapon to fight that guy with. Oh my god, it's a whole room full of them. Do they all blow up eventually? I assume that they do. Like, they've got to all blow up at some point. I'm going to try and time that properly just to get a different weapon. Dear God, give me a different weapon. I don't even know if God's in control of this right now. But seriously, I know you're up there with, like, serious things that you're worried about. Like, I'm sure there's some guy that's about to die somewhere who's, like, talking to you. But if you could give me a whip instead of answering his prayer, that would be great. I'm not trying to be a dick right now. I'm just like, I could really use some kind of other weapon at the moment. And I don't mean to deprive him of what's rightfully his. But, oh, good, I'm going to have to punch these guys to death now. All right. Don't fight hobos, by the way. That's a terrible plan. Hobos are actually pretty good at fighting. I don't think a lot of people realize that, but hobos know how to throw down. They spend a lot of their time just, like, engaged in fisticuffs. Alright, let's go on this thing right now. It's time to go off. There it is. I might just use barrels back. Get this thing covered. We got so many of them that we might as well. Get him. There it is. Okay, so we got that guy over there. I'm going to grab your barrel. You guys over here. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. I have no weapon, though. I have an explosive nudity barrel. But much beyond that, I don't think I have anything else that I can use to my benefit. Oh, we made it to a save point. It's a miracle. A miracle. Well, with no weapon, I've got to decide what my game plan is right now. I think I'm going to punch a satyr for a little while. I'm going to take his weapon because anything is better than nothing. Oh my god. I went and got Hawaiian food last night, by the way. It was great. I got lau lau pork. It was fantastic. Made me happy. Made me happy. I got lau lau pork and I got a little bit of katsu as well. It was delicious. Katsu's more on the Japanese end of the spectrum, but frankly, if you know anything about Hawaiian culture and Japanese culture have like hybridized so much that basically I mean, there's a lot of Japanese people in Hawaii, and there's a lot of Hawaiian people in Hawaii, and the two cultures have basically just, like, mixed together entirely, and so a lot of the stuff you see is either a hybrid of Japanese and Hawaiian stuff, or it's from either culture, and then they've both just, like, reappropriated it as necessary. That barrel worked for a second. I want to use this, though. So I'm going to use that real fast just to keep you all away from me because you're scary and you're waving things at me. And they've got blunt, pointy things on the end. And while normally when people wave blunts at me, I'm like, yeah, you and I are going to be fast friends. That is not the type of blunt implement that I am talking about. I'm going to throw my horn at you real fast. I know you're going to enjoy that more than you... Wow. Sometimes you just got to sit back and be like, Splattercat, what are you doing right now? I ask myself that constantly. What are you? You got a pogo stick, and you shoot fireballs. You don't have a lot of HP. Can I have a pogo stick? Oh, badass. What does that do? Oh, it's a stompy attack? Hell yeah. I like stompy AoEs. I like pogo sticks, too. I still have my pogo stick in my parents' house. Pogo, 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 bounce, pogo, pogo. I remember that song. That song was hella popular back in the day. System of a Down, whatever happened to them? I know the lead singer, like Serge, whatever his name was, like just like went back to, I don't know if he moved to New Zealand or if he was from there initially. I'm not really sure what went down right there, but I know he like went to New Zealand and then like we never heard anything from. Do they still make albums? Is that still like a thing that they do? I know he went viral a while back because he was singing like an Armenian folk song or something with his dad or something, like in the recording studio, but that was the last that I heard of him. And that wasn't that long ago. That was actually recent enough, like a couple weeks ago maybe, or like a month ago. Unless time is passing faster than I expected. Give me all your stuff right now. I demand it. Good. I need your health too.
All of your health come with me if you want. What you want? Ooh, double group. Yeah, I like the double group.
See, they drop no goop, so apparently the double of no goop is no goop. I would have known that if I had ever graduated from first grade math. Unfortunately, I skipped that year. I had other things to do. I was out there being a first grade thug. You know how it goes. Out there stealing them lollipops. Hey, what's up next room? What the hell is that? What are you, like an evil chimney sweep? You're gonna sing a song with Mary Poppins? What's going on here? So I have no weapon right now. I should probably kill off a few more guys while I still have double goop. So there it is. Hell yeah. What do you do? And like, what are you trying? You put little smoke clouds out for me to asphyxiate on? No! Well, I guess I'll take the pogo stick for right now. I don't like it that much, but I'll take it. It's not my favorite. It's kind of cool, like, in a thematic way, but it affects the way that you move, too. Like, you move in bursts, which makes it very, very difficult for you to get out of the way of scary stuff that's happening. Just, like, in case you weren't able to see that from what I'm doing right now. It might be a better idea just to stick with your fists. I don't know. If I use this all up, can I get my fists back? I would love that. Thank you. I leveled up fists for just this occasion. So let's do some pugilism, shall we? Yep. Pugilism in huge quantities. Pugilism. Ow! Stop blowing in my face, man. That's not okay. Oh, and it stays there for so long, too. Like, I keep expecting it to dissipate and go away somewhere else, but it's like, weapon distribution really, like, you get some challenging rooms in this game where the weapon distribution just sucks. It's bad weapons that you don't want to use. Like, they're absolutely useless. The pogo stick being one. It's actually the first one I found so far that is utterly unworkable. Like, you just can't do anything with the pogo stick. It's bad. Really, really bad. My god. Those have a weird trajectory, too. Like, they don't just, like, fall off the screen when they go out, and you'll forgive me for a moment. My foot done fell asleep. And unfortunately, like, there's a bunch of cabling wrapped around it. It's making this very, very uncomfortable for me. Oh, he dropped his little puffy thing. Well, they're all staying so situated around that location that this is becoming, like, a real hazard. So, if I can use this now, it'd be great. So, you gotta stay. I died anyways. It didn't even matter. Didn't even matter. I did some posthumous damage, though, which is pretty cool. I'll probably break the episode off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of The Weaponographist. I will see you all in the future. Take care. Hi, do, everybody.